guys, hope you're doing well. I'm going to basically give you an overview of my weekly schedule on the computer. I like to plan a week ahead for the next week so that way I know what I'm doing and that I'm not so flustered the week of. I'm going to go ahead and also show you what I use for my students who are here with me. I like to give them some kind of tangible thing because their testing is going to be a paper-based test. So I want them to know how to highlight, how to underline, all the things. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that today. Let's get started. So here we are. This is my weekly schedule. This schedule is for the following week. I like to plan or pre-plan the week prior to, so that way I have kind of a clear idea of what I'm going to be doing next week, and I can kind of prepare myself. So this is basically what my weekly schedule looks like. I'll go ahead and make it bigger for you. Here we go. Okay, so weekly schedule for 10/13 to 10/16. Monday is no school. It is a holiday, so we are going to skip Monday. Now, as you can see over here on the left-hand side, it says from 8 to 10, there's ELA. ELA is pretty much English Language Arts, and it's everything that encompasses reading, comprehension, vocabulary, phonics. So from 8 to 8:40, I have Module 2, Lesson 1, which just translates to Unit 2, Lesson 1. And then I go into a grammar lesson. Okay, so grammar, right now we're doing using commas. So we'll be doing that every day for the week. And then on Friday, they will have a quiz so that I can see how they're doing. From 9 to 9:20, on Tuesday and Thursday, we have a novel that we read as a class. So right now we're reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which they love. So everybody is doing that, or most of my students are doing that. My students who are in ESOL, which are my students who speak a second language and are learning English, they are doing iReady. iReady is basically a program that helps with reading comprehension, vocabulary. It just reiterates what we're learning in the classroom. And everybody does this in my class, but during this time, my ESOL students are doing this just because the novel that we're reading might be perhaps too advanced. So 9:20 to 10 o'clock, we're doing reading groups. So for 20 minutes from 9:20 to 9:40, I'm doing a small group meeting with half my class. And then for the next 20 minutes from 9:40 to 10 o'clock, the other set of groups, the other half of my class will come to me. And then we rotate. So basically when a portion of my students are with me, the other portion is doing iReady. Then we swap. And on Friday or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we do something called ReadWorks. ReadWorks is basically a program that gives them a passage and gives them questions. So they're always practicing reading and comprehension. So that is that. Then from 10 to 11, we go to lunch and recess. I really do try to take them out every single day. I love going outside with them, and sitting from 8 to 10 for ELA is kind of a lot. So I let them go outside, have some fun, and then lunchtime, they are in the classroom with me. So we are eating lunch during 10:30 to 11, which is actually my breakfast. So that's when I eat breakfast. From 11 to 12:30, or I should say 12:15, that is incorrect. 11 to 12:15, we're doing our math lesson. So right now we're on unit or chapter 3, and that is basically distributive property and associative property. So we are practicing that for next week. And then we do something called SAVIS. Essentially, you can say it's like a workbook where they just do it, and I will check it at a later time. Then they go to 12 to 12:15, which is Success Maker. It's a computerized program that pretty much reiterates what we're learning in school, but also it teaches them things that we don't know. So it exposes them to things that they haven't seen yet, so that when we do get there, they're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Then from 12:15 to 12:45, we are science/social studies. So basically in my class, I switch every week from science and social studies. I switch it every week because there's just not enough hours in the day to teach both science and social studies. So This week we're going to be focusing on plant life. We just got into this unit, or we were just getting into this unit on Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. We're doing different things during different days, so we'll focus on vocabulary on Tuesday, then facts on Wednesday, then on Thursday we're going to talk about text evidence. We're going to read a passage about plants and find text evidence, and then we work on sequence, like how does a plant grow? It starts in a seed and then it sprouts, and etc., etc. So 12:45 to 1:15 is fine arts. Fine arts are basically specials. So they go to PE, they go to music, to media, to science, and they do all of those things, and they absolutely love it. This is kind of when I plan the weekly schedule. So during this time from 12:45 to 1:15, and I also eat lunch. And then from 1:15 to 2 o'clock, we basically are wrapping it up. We're working on writing. So my class is doing a writing assignment. We're talking about hamburger writing right now. So basically the two buns, the one on the top is the topic sentence. And then we have all the details, which is like the patty, the tomato, the lettuce, and then the last bun, which is on the bottom, is the closing sentence. So that's basically how we're teaching writing right now. And then we also do intervention with those kids who need it. So from 1:50 to 2 o'clock, we do dismissal. And then Friday, I give them some catch-up work, which is really great because they actually really need that time to catch up on things. Virtual learning can get overwhelming, and so that time where they can catch up on work really helps them. They really appreciate it. But yeah, that's basically my weekly schedule, 10:13 to 10:16. So that is how I plan for the week. And then once I plan these things out, I just actually go into my Google Drive and put them into the classroom and set it and schedule it for those days. All right, guys, so that is my weekly schedule all planned out. I hope that was kind of an informative video on what teachers do basically to plan right now virtually. So there's very minimal printing now, obviously because of our students being virtual, and then whoever's here, I try to give them virtual stuff so that everybody's kind of on the same page. But when it comes to like assessments and things like that, I try to give them the paper copy. That's basically my week in a nutshell, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Peace.